Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you're my everything. See, I call you Okay, Gabusia, another Saturday, and we are here to bring you your favorite program, The Community and the Law. Your friend Reku Osu Frimpon, Menajmedi, ne menya kwenya se medi ho chame na fe yako till 6 o'clock. 2 solid hours of wonderful conversation when it comes to the law here in the UK. The Community and the Law is brought to you by BWTV, BW Radio, altogether BW Communications in association with BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors at 214-218 Tottenham High Road, no, so with Seven Sisters, North London. Every Saturday afternoon to bring you a very useful conversation. And then the Ebeka one seminar was say how to bring your adult dependent relative to the UK. Yenina yenim se e wose busuano e ka bomu na watimi enya kwan abetena UK. Na obusuafo e wo fie. Se wo yire ene wo ma obetimi de won aba. But nipa no odi ebro 18 na call 2021 na do maybe na enho asem ka no eden kakra. But today we're going to explore how to do that, how to bring your adult relative who is dependent on you to the UK to live with you. Ebefa emra kwan so. Enti yakrado na fe yenko. Ene brother, senior friend and lawyer Charles Asma from BWF Solicitors and and resource person and our guest. We live on BWTV, we live on BW Radio, we live on Abawa Radio here in the UK. Yeah, will BWF Solicitors Facebook, there will BWF Solicitors YouTube, BWF Solicitors LinkedIn page, and all the social media platforms. Ebi, your friend Ureku Frimpon. Let's delve into the community and the law. Abusia memwachi mwakwaba memwaha memwakwaba memwaju memwakwaba aha eye BWTV so aha eye BW Radio so we live together with BWF Solicitors, trusted partners when it comes to the law here in the UK. Abusia say waba na fi woni ekọ jumedi no so. Let me feel your presence by sending a hi and a greeting into our comment page. Now our subscribe page na wa share as well. Ade amaye. Ene mame as many as 500 shares na yenhwe senior AC ekro. Na dodo na enya ho emfaso. Ene Memenda the 24th of September 2022. Yenya kwan enya bre se yani BWF Solicitors ebabedi enkomo na afi wone yen aba abeche wonsu ehunu and we have a very pertinent question to put to BWF Solicitors. Now question yibisa ne say how are we going to bring our adult dependent relatives to the UK? Now mejidi is BWF Solicitors enya ekwan se oni babedi nkomo wobekire yemu eyiye pa Ezekiel Johnson Teleduma ani Kofi Yeboa mamunyina achimma wakwaba. Thank you for joining us. Ebio yefreme Ureku Owusu Frimpon na ansa na yebekono maminche obebi a BWF Solicitors ewo BWF Solicitors ewo 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so ewo Seven Sisters North London. Yɛkɔ hɔ a sɛ yɛfa train a yɛbɛfa Victoria line na yɛsi ewo Seven Sisters ne yɛuse exit number 2. Na yɛpie exit number 2 a dan yɛsi yɛnim tentensoɔ no ɛno yɛfrɛ no Anna House. Anna House no mu ɛna BWF Solicitors wɔ ɔmo wɔ 4th floor. Na debia Monday to Friday wɔyɛ adwuma from anopa 9:30 kɔpem anwummerɛ 6 o'clock. Every weekend na wobɛkɔ akɔ ho a ɛno deɛ gye sɛ wobuke appointment ɛna akɔkɔ ho. BWF Solicitors yɛfrɛ wɔn a ɛyɛ 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340. And I also say obefre emergency number no 077 127 61884 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, you may wana afa eho eka se yemfa embro. Enti sabri mame kwanye na fi memfa won edwaton de no entoja. We'll be right back.
Ye fema ye wo London. Ya ji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mranse mu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penin pa, Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron, 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura wo ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eya abofra hwemu, awarja ye ho twuma mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Ye child care, any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ni eya wo brei mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje wo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasa jinatum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se ye taiwachi a wunni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pe mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm. And a memory danso a appointment in Kwa free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Yewo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Seven 93 Seven Sisters Underground on Swa eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya jina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member and na wasen jina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advising local authorities, official solicitors office, ni solicitors bebre efa Ghanaian law ho yi. Na osan yo bia otai kasa ewo radio any TV so for Ghanaian law.
BWF Solicitors ena yate won enkra no beda wase se uguso eni yen ewo ha mehu se dodo na ede ho se pe ewo me chat line no so. Thank you very much. Mami and Tumika na me recognize mo na fe yen kwetsen see kro. Let's keep sharing family. I know every Ezekiel Johnson Tiliduma and Abacha yen Tilly. Thank you very much. On Oabi so as I ade atoso. Hello lovely family. Yewo Ezekiel Johnson again. Osede hi Uncle Kweku, we are here live with you. Ezekiel, thank you very much. Sanso ena yewo nana ya hi there nana ya achiame. Thank you. Kofi Eboa, Kofi Matewonka onso so majo so ewa Ezekiel again doing a very wonderful job. Let's keep sharing family. Sanso so ena Tilly and then I also saw modern pan. And my senior minister, Brawa, and a class is going on. Thank you. I like that. Tilly, and all the other ones. So let me pick another one from Ezekiel. That's a bit of a longer one. Welcome on board, friends. Let's give the program 500 shares a day. That's reiterating my message. Thank you so very much. Yebio Yewo, Sandra Fraser, good evening, says. Good evening, Sandy. It is saying, belated happy birthday. Yame Enkoso, Ainshao non to Nana Brimpong, Oberima and Sa. Please share. That's your message. Sandra has done the usual thing nowadays and address any telephone numbers. Nina, Ade Eguho, Ade Amai. Good evening, Mr. Frimpong. Keep doing a wonderful job. Irene, thank you very much. Sir, Oshayim crying, sir. Now, and then senior medical abawa mania no me war a lawyer Charles Asma ewa lawyer Charles Asma a lawyer ni ewa BWF Solicitors. Boss akwaba.
Yeah.
Na po muti say.
Me adom na oswa.
Me adom boko. Me hu say watching home office documents any ade ene yebeko mu pa because the question we're going to pose today no ye ade a tete amanfo pa. Ubetimi do ira ba between the baba. But Ubane was also abofra. Now, if adult relative and a dependent on you, yani so papa. Do we have answers in there?
We should.
Thank you very much. Lawyer Charles Asma and obeye addition and also the addition and a day amay and tea, Mr. Momodi answer and Kobe Bia, Sani di Kankayano. Let's share so that Ubibia Ebenya be. Kaise live BW TV, so live BW radio so any live or Facebook and YouTube on social media platforms I would want to and then tea Momodi answer only ebetna na fe wafru bin so amanaba. Good evening, Kweku lawyer and viewers. Nana Obrema Obrimpon and San Nadia Anono. Yeah, Debia Yasha Sia Yana Yakofayan Adiciano Ade Eba. And unti Mamin court na fe Yankopeja Nugget na ene Yemfa and two Eja na Amanfo Enhu Senior AC Atia. Ene the ye ka ewo Nugget no more any. Or see, a rented home or house is HMO if 3 or more unrelated people live there, and there are at least 2 separate households living areas, such as kitchen or bathroom, and these facilities are shared. Your landlord usually has more legal responsibilities if the home you rent is a house in multiple occupation. And only HMO na landlords of HMOs where 5 or more people live must make sure that they have a license from the local authority. And 1, there are enough rubbish bins. 2, the property is not overcrowded. Electrics are checked every 5 years. 3, annual gas safety checks are carried out. 4, communal areas and shared facilities are clean and in good repair. Okay, lawyer Chimu, I will question you on bisa. Number 5, was it proper fire safety measures are in place, including working smoke alarms. And there are enough cooking and bathroom facilities. We unim say yana ja unya yiti kakra na utimi etodan a wo ho kwan say ubetimi dia high na say wo high ho emra ene nhihye no etesɛn eno na BWF Solicitors for ene yen ene woni edi ho enkita ho ene nkomo say ye kyerɛkyerɛ ye niam a wo say yetimi ehu nanu so eno nti na ehia say lawyer mpanifo no ebekyerɛ mu ade aman na menkyerɛ ho no ma men ma lawyer Charles Asma ebi na umbie nanu so enkyerɛ ma yen we can say lawyer for there baby amra no no na monim wa hwe ne ma bi ho na obu ani agu so ye say HMO no a type of facility being ultimately high no many ade whatever fa ye komo
yo it has to be brave the way they be come wi ana echia etiefo ne ahwefo nti senia wo de nugget no etu edwa no sometimes ayana ye kire mu na bi mu so pese that enchain so that they can relate to what we are saying to the text. That's as prescribed in the law. And here they can say HMO when you Her Majesty, let's say His Majesty,
His Majesty,
a house in multiple occupation.
Okay.
Na yakasa multiple occupation na kyerɛ sɛ enye nimpa baako mmienu na team na dodoɔ no atitiri mmiɛnsa ana ɛboro so saa mpo a ɔmo team sɛ yɛka no simply I say shared occupation. Shared occupation. The bebree no ano ɔmo wɔ saa situation no mu.
Okay.
The landlord you bi ɔmo a ɔno ti baby na dan so wɔ baby na nkrɔfoɔ etiti mu. Obi so ɔmo a landlord no wɔ hɔ bi na nkrɔfoɔ nso etiti ɛdan no mu. But either way the threshold ne say if 3 or more unrelated people. So the relationship of the people living in the facility is also important.
Okay.
And if one family na obi ati baako mu dia then they are related.
Okay.
But say omo ye different people and obi ati baako mu dia na 3 or more dia then it falls under the HMO or the house in multiple occupation.
Okay.
That's why we are landlord na we say a dan we ama high no asudi eda also. Na so dey eda also no ne say so making sure say enyoma say wo dey tutu akwemu a enkofa asudi embra nkrofo na omote ho no eye wo responsibility.
Okay.
To be say oh na say me de dan na ma na mutim na aka de nsan kan say mo hwe mo. But the first say wo de dan na ma won no kire say wo responsibility. Okay. Nti wo hwe mu a wo call fence na get mu a or say your landlord usually has more than legal responsibilities. Okay. Until you have more than just a legal responsibility. And I say other responsibilities say mranunti utumi then follow. Especially say ekoba said fie no a wo rent no a falls under house in multiple occupation no. Na sa no or say the landlord of this facility where 5 or more people live must make sure that they have a license from the local authority. Into first duty under the law is that won't mean if fear we high a man for bebre more without license or permission.
Into permission way no, I was call local authority now kokoje.
Unless you have
a estate agent.
So when the local authority na ever ma permission because it falls under the Housing Act. Okay. Because we are looking at overcrowding, we are looking at health and safety, we are looking at maintenance. Okay. And anything to do with health and safety, of course, overcrowding is also to do with falls under health and safety. Then it's the local authority's responsibility. Even planning permission falls under the remit of the local authority. The side I tell you, I will be here permission if it's a local authority or say it falls under this house in multiple occupation. If you are no, in addition to say more permissions, obetumi ayasa no, also asudi foforo eda also. Edi kind how to maintain the home. Okay. And the people say na nkrofo na omotiwa why can they maintain? What if they choose not to maintain? Whose responsibility it is?
Enti when we share a year nugget I think the
number 1 no I no
me call your friend is saying number 4 communal areas and shared facilities which in this case be a kitchen toilet and bath living room are clean and in good repair. Clean sabe me dey fear na ma say tenemu na bia meba feel na ho nye cleaner. Why is it my responsibility?
Right, I say you too or say clean and in good repair.
Okay.
Good repair automatically falls under the remit of or responsibilities of the landlord, you know. But cleaning, whose responsibility it is to make sure that the place is clean. Remember, who are licensed, and the license has some conditions. So those duties emanating from the license, you know, a business will be making sure that there is maintenance, cleanliness is maintained. And in addition to say expected they are responsible and therefore they will do what ought to be done. It's also your responsibility to make sure that which ought to be done by them is actually done.
So then the landlord could become secondary school housemaster. He has to come around and be inspected.
Well, so as part of way, obviously there should be quite enjoyment of the facility. However, there's also right to inspect for good reason because you also have a duty under your license to carry out certain things. But woman permission notice. Say be a be feel or abeshe say issues be or why is where they will carry out. Yes, our banner say be of course you have to sit with the tenants and discuss with them the best way. Be a now to me maintain it because we landlord no. I say we be a to me then you have to make do that bit necessary so we no.
Okay, so in this sense, no, say if senior nagati etie ewo so landlord no so making sure say everything is in good working condition. Inti say maybe you see gas cooker for instance, na fault bemua. Can I go ahead to repair it or say my friend landlord no babe?
Yo, and say such facilities no aya na amenities no e ho that a furnished accommodation baby no aya furnished. Inti say furnished there na the landlord no and baby no kra no omo atua inclusive. Inti say furnished na say bibi enko yi asay a na sa ade na asay no e be trigger health and safety hazard there. The landlord make sure say we be sorting out. So landlord will can on year there. You can sort it out and then of course we make him or her aware. That would this cost of repair no and I say maintenance no. What the idea of course we're talking about maintenance that should be the duty of the landlord. Not maintenance in terms of you cleaning the bath after usage near there no. But the point is that when to or see on here now we there because you also have to ensure your health and safety. Then over to me that rent no ebi
say landlord I was say or repair be no onye maka onye be a me timo no I do not have the resources enough say me timi can I report the landlord to the council?
Senior worker from the beginning. What the first duty is duty to hold license to carry out this.
Okay.
Nti senimpa no e was ade we na ne yaso so ye no ya. Of course, ubetumi report no e ma na ye. Because license no ekura no is being regulated.
Okay.
Question number 6 you say I say enough cooking and bathroom facilities. We say what is enough? What is enough is dependent on the number of occupants in the facility or in the home, in that house. And to say be a nipa do na be a toilet and bathroom facility, for example, one, then you can say potentially no, it might not fit under the type of house in multiple occupation.
Okay.
And to which a house, most of the house in multiple occupation no, indirectly no, do not qualify to be house in multiple occupation. Because the last one, in terms of toilet facilities, in terms of cooking facilities, enough for nimpa bebre. But more, omukuta license no, before many license no, the local authority will come and inspect all these things to make sure say bibia answer the license no.
Amount. Abusian say afi eno joining lawyer Charles Asma and your nugget BWF Solicitors at the eto ho mayen wochichemu at the yen ansana no mame and recognize the presence of Mary Efriye sanso na yewo Akia Ativo yewo Louisa Asante Amwan and I him asapon so ewo online yewo Abinativo. Okay, Abena Ativo. Okay. I'm saying mami bodin fufro. Abena ene menkwai. Sanso ne wo gifty to for Jemima Kwawu Dade. Okay, I think I got it right. Smith Mercy, Mawena Koku, Nana Asare Berima Senior, also Ivy Forson, thank you for joining us. Emmanuel Cantona, Chi Wo, and Afe Mamu so Enina, Sansusu, and Yawo Daniel Kwaku Redu, thank you for joining us. Sansusu, and who else do we have here? Okay, Yawo Abena, you brought in a text. Let's see what it is. Good afternoon, Kukwiku. Charles, glory be to God. We thank you for everything you have done. BWF Solicitors have a good job. If you give your work to BWF, you have to be patient. I know it won't be easy. Uncle Kweku and Brother Charles, God bless you. That's one from Abena Ativo.
Let me just
okay.
We thank God for this bit. I'm happy that today Sister Abena and the family are sharing this testimony.
Okay.
It's been almost 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's been almost 2 years. We started with a fee waiver, on and on and on. To some time, we put in the main application, on and on and on. A lot of stress for the family, for the lawyers involved. But then we thank God eventually, it's about 2 weeks. And Home Office had a decision by many family in the share saying,
Oh yeah.
No
doubt she sent in this message.
Yes.
Said, "What the way you remember BWF
Yes.
also but you have to have patience because it wouldn't be easy." Uncle Kweku and Debra Charles, God bless you. Abner, thank you for also letting us handle your job for you and also having the patience to wait. Nyame Inshallah, thank you so very much. Kweku Radio is saying, Kweku Radio so there or say, good evening, Riku and Lawyer Asma. I'm watching you from here as well. From where? This person has always been saying from here. Kweku Radio, if you can tell us you're here, we would be very happy. Na intimi encha we so when we also greet you from here, you know where we are from. Another one was say, okay, I think you sent it twice. Thank you very much. Yeah, Emmanuel Cantona, good evening. Sansuso and Tilly has come back again with this one. And I'm upon welcome on board. Your Redeemer Leaves, keep up the good work done and God bless you all. You may ensure one so Sansuso and your Redeemer Leaves. Charles is very patient and God-fearing person. Really started working with him this recently and he's been very honest and professional. God bless you, Morris.
All right. Oh, hello, Brother Morris. How are you? Thank you.
Yeah. Well, keep them coming. Keep your text, keep your comments coming. Or text message, wait to me at a fire text line. Also 07950422780. 07950422780. And now say when the lines are active, you can call us on 07399208468. 07399208468. BWF Solicitors and a to sa anamono. Nima, thank you for joining us. Kofi Kusibuachi, thank you for joining us. Redeemer Lips, thank you, and all the other persons there. Keep your text coming through. I'm blessed, lawyer, and I trust all as well with you as well. I think Redeemer and while responding, yeah, you're being very interactive on the platform. Thank you so very much. You're live at Facebook, you're live at YouTube, you're live at LinkedIn. Sanso and you're live at BW Radio. So, Kaisa Echna and 7 p.m. UK time. This program would be rebroadcast on BW Radio. BW Radio, call your website and as well www.bwcommunications.co.uk. We have a link and even as we speak and we have this program now, we are live on both radio and TV. Lawyer, let me maybe say question. Say ye kase ye kofa ye ngebusian for edi won aba UK ye tate kofa oyere ene woma. Say ye kase obi ye dependent on somebody, even before we go to the category whether it's a young or adult, child dependent or adult dependent. Let's look at the definition of obia or yet dependent on somebody. How do we prove that?
Yo, me that's be pray. Say so obia dependent on obia sa nipa we without sa nipa ya depending, or we are going to use the word interchangeably with a view to explaining or giving a definition. Say, let's put it in context. It be a me na me depending also. So it's a me depending also. Me no am dependent on you no. Say would you mean to mean survive it in terms of essential living needs.
Okay.
Because essential living needs are would you mean to me and survive in terms of na medi, na meshe, maybe a meda.
Okay.
So
food, clothing and shelter.
Then we move on to other contingency needs, such as healthcare, emergencies, grooming, and what have you.
Okay. Enti se meto aduane ma obi di. Mahai dan ama no atenem. Sebe meto atare hye no. Obekọ hospital a as even back in Ghana or wherever, in most of the countries, outside of the UK, there is health insurance. So I contribute to Nippon health insurance. Me make sure say obetu kwan kra bi a me nam sending the sika no money ade. Would that be enough to say this person is dependent on me?
So you have proven the material dependency, so to speak. Of course, you need evidence to support in our work.
Okay.
So I mentioned financial or physical dependency. You're also looking at the dependency,
okay,
such as psychological and emotional dependency.
Okay.
And he said, "Sadimpa way, mina o depend to be able to even decide what to do and what not to do. Or ye bibi kura na me intervene pe na kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ me a abrabɔ no ɛbɛyɛ den. Ɛnyɛ sikasɛm nko a na mbom anything else. Psychological, emotional. Because sometimes you can be depending on say that just near whatever man will be the obession anything else. And here within the remit, woba automatic meboa. Woman or papa automatic.
Okay.
And the other family members will come in depending on why we have to be providing that support for them. Now, you can say, sir, dependent person and as a family member who unkwana or more a share to be able to survive generally.
Okay.
How long should this be? For as long as they depend on you to be able to survive.
Memra scenario way. Somebody minyamba age I don't know so but somebody works. Bi abosome so a oje akatua be se 200 Ghana cedis in this situation. But enso bia aswana ne kasika in and out of the home to work so then depending on you so will supplement the income na or no inyano. Would that be enough to qualify under that definition say or you're dependent on me?
So the law says that the dependency is what is actually needed for the person to survive.
Okay.
What is adequate is relative because obidia because £1 is enough. Obidia £1. So depending on the person's context.
Okay.
And that discussion is not just showing dependency because in that discussion it falls under immigration rules, Appendix FM.
Okay.
But most of the viewers and listeners may have experienced the definition of dependency in terms of immigration application and Appendix EU.
Okay.
In the EU application, you just have to show dependency. And no dear senior you just to prove. But then everybody who goes beyond just showing yourself you are dependent on the person.
And me pacho share the categories. So say me two different scenarios. One scenario here ubia oye abofra. The other one is oye penimu. Then ba immigration rules. And no conditions are different. We'll be kind of say, let's unpick them. Marco. Where are you starting us from?
Yo, me that's been tell the kind of share say ranos or say adult dependent relative. So we have to understand who this person is in terms of the legal definition of adult and who this relative is. Then how do I prove? Then we move to the dependency under this very topic. Then who can we bring to the UK under this framework? Okay. And how do we approach it so that we can get it right?
Okay.
Now, say adult, Amrano Hremu say Sanipa way or 18 years or above. Until Sanipa no the 18 above there or adult. Then we look at who qualifies in terms of the relationship, relative, no?
Okay.
So relative we bet you are mommy, wo papa, wo ba, wo siblings.
Okay.
Now, even grandparents, these are all relatives.
Okay.
But we are looking at the dependency aspect, you know, and when nkomodie no bebree no ebewo. Because in terms of relationship, I'm sure you can prove it. With the birth certificate, brand now, if you craft we need birth certificate, you just do your DNA to prove that there is relationship.
Okay.
In terms of adult, with the birth certificate, again, with the Nipano passport bar, a trust and pay, you can work out the age and say, or you're adult.
Right.
But as to whether this person who is an adult relative is dependent, it's another thing. And that is what the conversation is going to be mainly about.
Okay, so yeah, relative, you know. Mekai say, with my experience with yourselves, you say you were that vertical and
yes,
the horizontal one. Vertical, and horizontal no so were extended family, right?
Yeah, so because was and it was so.
Okay, and no na ye jina so edi nkomo ya na.
So remember, I also mentioned, say, brothers and sisters who may be dependent on you under this context. Then again, horizontal dimensions will come in.
Okay.
Horizontal can also cover such extended members such as nephews, nieces, and grand uncles and all what have you. But we're looking at the context of siblings who are extended family under the definition, members. Then we look at your parents, we look at your grandparents, we look at also your children. Remember under paragraph 297, Ubano so ndi 18 ubetumi the number if you meet the sole responsibility and other rules. What if Akolane do 18 above?
And exactly. Because
but does it also mean that Akolane the 18 years now will be fully underway and we a very, very high threshold? And therefore, now that means we have to take time and do it properly if you want to make an application under this framework.
And your case will be an adult by definition, 18 and above. Adult dependent relative. If we 18 corner, any and now beyond 18, which one are we looking at now?
So as long as 18 and above, but most of the time, some for young for be a now or your mommy and that's all your papa. And that's a beer or back all right. But for one reason or the other, I could fall under specific issues. And I said, maybe what Santi Akolan still to be able to survive, or depending on even you cramp on a beer for whatever reason. One a brave bomb cramp into to me then a surviving. But we're looking at all that.
Okay. And see, now we are to prove, say, Nipa no eye, one adult relative and is dependent on me. How do we do that? Good. How do we go about it?
Yo. And see, you share immigration rules no. Yes, you share section where dealing with eligibility. And specifically with to do with adult dependent relatives no. And mind you, we entry clearance application. And see, we mainly talking about BWF Amanonena or your application to enter the UK. Now, a kind of, as I said, Nipa way of proving the age.
Okay.
As a Nipa way of proving the illness. Now, of proving disability. And see, the provision is an adult dependent relative who, because of age, illness, or disability, is not able to perform daily tasks or personal daily tasks.
Okay.
And therefore depends on this sponsor family member to be able to meet those needs. Then we also look at, so why can't they get what that in forever they are? They also have to show, again, the provision is that even with financial and personal support in place, they cannot get the support they need where they are reasonably. So the question of what is reasonable support no mu hiano or mu enyano. Aman bia ni enyoma a ewo ho a eboa nkrofo a omo ye disabled ene nkrofo a omo enyini. uba UK memu a obi nyini a say children no depend on their circumstances no mutumi de no care home ebi kura na yare need other forms of disability nti aban kura to me the egi nipa we na local authority no ahwe no nti question is say sa nipa we no then na so ntumi carry out personal tasks and this personal tasks is to do with washing up, is to do with feeding, is to do with dressing. So uba UK memoir yabeka say personal daily activities.
Okay.
Nti bia ya wo maame and that's why ya wo papa na nemfi su nti you see omu yenya na akoye to say ya reverse situation na fi ya ya nkwala
omuntimi nya
nti sa ni pay ya na nka otumi ye no so because of age nti ontumi ye sa ade no wo kaya there was one time I did not get by ebe church mu say sa ADR na sa adult dependent relative you have to prove say they cannot do all these things and it's not just about you saying say they cannot do it.
There must be
evidence and the evidence should be independent and verifiable.
So in this case, then ubetimi akọ be a social worker or an expert, a doctor, to do a report for you. I know ubetimi actually say nipe or be or sad disability, no, or the difficulty in carrying out those daily routine tasks.
That is what exactly we are looking at. So evidence should come from independent and verifiable source. And obviously, let's unpick the test. Test number 1, age.
Okay.
Jennifer said, nipa ya application ameni be it say or grandparent and say parent. You know, let's say nipa we did be 70 years, and I say whatever the age is.
Okay.
That means obi a we 70 the na say wa konenim ewo abrabo mu kakra.
That's right.
And because of that, you know, physiologically nipa no agogo in a way depending on nipa ni makeup. And because of that, nipa no say oh ye no afi don to me enye. Nti say nipa no ekodu sam pempenso no a why na say ohwe no. Eye bia ne mba our other family members. How do you then show say apart from nipa no wa abrochire no obi
any fee obetimi ahwe no
so be what there then it's practicable and reasonable say you can still meet those needs it will be a one without having to travel
what the person who is the focal point say adult dependent relative ni view ebe necessary in the application say me banie me gidi ye say ono na betimi ahwe me yie pa nti me press me kɔ ne nkyɛn because it could be say busiafo no bi wɔ hɔ a ɔhwɛ no kra na sɛbe ne ho kra yɛ nahi obi ani hɔ a no atwa ntwɛdeɛ kakra because ne ho yɛ nahi why frustrated nti saa nipa no view ɛbɛyɛ pertinent in this situation ana
so ka saa nipa no view ne dia sanka yɛ one sided.
Okay,
that's why you go for independent and verifiable evidence.
Okay.
Into doctor no or shesa nimpa we ya we nyini or yare and that's all disabled no on any view in a pertinent.
Okay.
And it's not just a matter of and then me sorry ya no me feel say I can't do it until me ba no wa abrochire no no. It has to be a progression. And to be over the last few years, this has been going on. You've tried everything necessary to provide the support. It's not working.
Okay.
And you have evidence to support. So in addition to doctors' evidence, you also have certain evidence to support. So why you're necessary in terms of providing the care. And normally, you say what is available, help ben available, will be an impano ewono. Ebusuafoni bi wo ho ana se bi ni ho. Se ebusuafoni bi ni ho there, then the force on impano wa abrochire ne pe eso. Se ebusuafoni bi wo ho there, then it shouldn't be the only person to do that. That would be the argument from the Home Office.
Nti we no enya tick box matter.
Thing like I say, we know a very, very high threshold. Because the aim is say, a buying copper say, Obeka say, yo, ama nipa mienu miensa. No, obia, sorry, I guess, oh, yes, you, and Tiang de Quine be and Tiang de bet me day, Afasubi. To what will be to me, Enya, Aquiniano, I had the Bamao, nature say, you have proven beyond. On the balance of probability, you have proven on the balance of probability say we meet criteria.
No. Okay.
Even though a tick box, at the same time, you still have to prove say each box is ticked. In any kind of age, nipa ni age it is saying. Any kind of nipa ni age is easy to prove.
Okay.
But
Nti me pacho age and answer now because so no before we go to the second point. Age no should be an adult.
Adult, and obviously we are talking about 18 plus. But so your own media, then
obviously you are talking about when you say
so
okay.
So you will bar nswa will bar on your ill and disabled no just being over 18 no maybe they are okay independent anyway. But say you are running adie bia bemudia, then it takes it even higher in terms of conversation. Say nipa obehia support and nasa ohia support. Therefore, say, sa u parent here, you can ask me, wenyini. U parent here, you can ask me, hunemu ayemre, yare bi kra ede ewo ho. Sa na etie dia, sa nipa we no, yabeka say, yare ewo ho no enti, obi hia se obi ebehwe no. But the question is, say, nyoma ban na ye pese ye hu a, yabeka say, sa nipa ontumi perform sa ade no. Ejare.
Okay.
Nipa we no to me dware anaso ntumi dware. For how long? Na akobe say obi na obeso a support no up to this point. Na didie mu.
Okay.
Ono to me feed no ho anaso ntumi enfeed no ho. I is it because of age no enti no ntumi ye sa ade we and I said because of illness bi. And I said disability be.
Okay.
So there should be medical report. The prognosis over the period no, doctor no identify ni na no ebeba report no.
Okay.
And say be 1 year, 2 year, 3 years ube prove sa report ni na then na doctor so ka ewo ho. Be a doctor no be chire mu say ni pay assessment no over the period no dry ye dey no kra no there's no improvement. And then number 2 ebi kura na nkrofo ese omo ani kɔ no ho a omo hwɛ no bi okofie nduro mi se na obefa no na ade no obi a de eni ho. So there's some level of neglect bi e wo baby and so obi ani ho obehwɛ no. Na question is say sa ade no a onya no wo baby owo no oba krom ha obenya na. You have to prove that yes we are oba ha ma yese arrangement into oba obenya sa support no and that's a care no a we here to be able to overcome sa difficulty no. And you share washing, dressing, eating and all that including even mobility.
Okay.
And even say koba say ebusuafo or other ebusuafo or dia and the assumption has become even more complicated. Because why can't those other family members
take care of?
Because the rule is there are no support in place, or the support is not adequate, and that even where the support available where you are, there's no affordability. If you can't afford, then I just say obaha afford it. And as support no ewo ho dia. Then why will you move the person from such support at the abnormal baby to get the same support? And I'll say with practical and financial support in place, still unto me to be able to carry out those personal tasks or daily tasks.
Okay. Lawyer Charles Asma, is how to bring your adult dependent relative. Na we senia emrano ene hihye no esi etie no. Eye obi a sebe nneema da bia obi betimi aye no ontimi enye. Na se wo ni hɔ a wo nipa na brabo mu a ebeye den ama nipa kronti na ebehia se ewo se ukofa no ede no eba na afi uba aba ebehwe no eno nti na ye bisa sa question na yeti ayeye lawyer ayeye no ba ko mienu miansa apcheche mu ade amai minim se wo be wo question ana se concern bi nti yen text number no me de ato screen no so 0795042278 0795042278 or you can call us on 07399-208-468. 07399-208-468. Nana Oberima Obrimpon, thank you for watching. David Blake, you are here. Thank you. Dean Me Moore, thank you very much for watching. Mohammed El Amin, once so line so Nana Ajiman Pambo, Nana Ajiman class prefect, you are here. You're asking people to share. Thank you so very much. Now, Ben Paul will be coming to your concern. Any question out there? To Hida Momo, thank you for joining us. Maxwell Kwekube Fi, you are here. Daniela Chei, Adam Tuga Yakubu, Sansoso, Ena Yewo Lydia Biusu, Homeboy Ghana, Patrick Griffin, Kojo Frimpon, J Daniel, Home TV, N.K. Odeshe Banakna Kweku Meye Dede, you are here. Frank Bonsu, you are here. Okay, Nana Obrimpon, wo question no, mame empeja emfa emrani say lawyer betimi aboyeng eyano edema. Or say, please, at what age can you bring your son or daughter as a dependent from Ghana, whether British or as an European national residing in the UK, or your pre-settlement scheme or settlement scheme? I think it's on your pre-settlement. I think that's what it is. But I mean, Mr. Lawyer say, sa question na na edebai or the continuation be aba or say, this one says, continuing from the previous question, please, if you have a settlement or pre-settlement scheme, are they going to use British rules or still European rules to make the decision?
Yo, into Edikano, let's start from the back.
Okay.
And so we are European national. We got a European passport, we are European national.
Okay.
So you become the main person under the European, the appendix EU provision. You know. Person ko fa we yere, person ko fa ukunu, and now we parent, and that's a we ba, eba, you become we ba no asem.
Okay.
Then you have to show, say, we are EU near. Ukuta settled and as a pre-settled in UK.
Okay.
Now say we a family member of an EU national, then the conversation is different.
It's different. Okay.
Then in this case we are foreign national. This we are foreign national there. Now pre-settled settled na to me aboy in a way, but even that your conversation will fall under the immigration rules. Under appendix
because
FM.
the EU
so appendix EU. They fall under appendix FM because we know when you're EU national, one guy when you're EU national. Then you one bit, Say we kofa wo ba aba na one guy we EU national. Again we are share say akwala no ibia under 21 or over 21. So yeah, under 21 there you don't necessarily have to show say will depend on you because it's presumed say will depend on you. No. The by all means, when I will share no.
Look, me you want to see, but me say we say me fun say me penny me woba or ye EU national mazebia ukuta Holland passport, but me my EU settlement scheme on me dian amame ewo UK, but me bano me nyema. Is it too late to do it? And answer once or yet me ba is proving so yeah me ba automatically I qualify.
Well, it depends on baby. You need baby akwalai wo at this.
Akwalai is in Holland.
Then first akwalai abroad. Just like obia or Ghana or any other country for that matter. Being in Holland doesn't change the conversation in terms of jurisdiction. Akwalai no ewo. In this case, now I qualify under the withdrawal agreement. Say aju atumudia. Which my applications are all for ba ayeden aba. because Imrano and Kasa Obano, as I say, what country be more answer. Or say what your Obano outside the country, the UK. It's work of another. Of course, you have to prove, say, or your Oba and Pa. Then Aqualano also you have to prove, say, so you're over 21 or depend on for the essential living needs near Adiano.
Okay. Now, not important. Second part of the second part was say if you have a settlement or pre-settlement scheme, are they going to use British rules or still European rules?
And when I'm to
from
start
the beginning,
with, depend on passport a crowd. And it's a passport a crowd no a EU passport there. Just a workers we EU ni. And he say ukuta pre-settled do, ukuta settled do, we EU ni a yajuat num. Santi appendix EU will apply. But so passport in ukuta no enye EU passport. But nya asetina wo de wo no is under EU because o family member no EU ni na unya fi ho a. Untimi fa pre-settled no enye nia opese we de we no. So you have to have had settled status. However, you cannot also apply under EU rules. Senior nipa no okuta EU passport no so senior nko obaye no. Wo dia no for under appendix FM pure immigration rules. Today you have to prove all the things no a nipa no okuta British passport or nko obe prove no. Now you call the first part to the question now or the buyer no.
Okay.
Now what can I say at what age akwala no betumi de no aba. Senior amechire mu no under 21 or over 21. So you're sure your bank there's no particular age. So we are EU national. Now why pre-settled or settled application here to there's no age per se. However, you have to prove say because our over 21 still would depend on who.
Okay.
As a way to me at the no aba.
Okay. Enti yanko line no so me wo enia bi e wo so a am say wagina so a check kakra nti me ba na ma be peke enia no e wo line no so number dey adwuma na se dey am onim no e 0739920848 mini a wo line no so hello
bro Beko.
Yes pa me
pacho one lawyer me chiamo
ya je so hania na to say
any abusiafo yehu adom any abusiafo e wala yesu eti programming na
yeah that's it
me pacho me question ba ko a me bisama me nua bi ne ne ma me ene ne sister e wo Ghana na abantie no ebedi krom hanum no ontimi enko ya pena nyankopɔ adom ne amesisi so ama no na unfortunately ne papa efim na ne papa nso ne nipa no ohwe ne maame ene ne sister yarefo sister ne autistic hospital evidence ne we ne nyina ba maame no ana fedem ase papa ne film no dementia so abam na obisa se akwanja bi wo hono ma lawyer ebetimi aboa because ofa baako a enyeyi omumienu nyina maame na ohwe ne sister sese no maame no wo forma ayet very difficult and o say mimi say emwa bi wo ba bi a lawyer betimi aboa enka ni beje pa.
Okay. Oh, also.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, main one where my main one is here no, or dementia no, and that's all ayare no, because of be a papa no film no enti. And say be a nebano wa ha no, nebano kuta 2.5 wrong.
There be okita indefinite.
Okay, nebano kuta indefinite. Enti say nebano betumi aye wi bia fa ho a. And yesha mami adult dependent relative we fall under sa discussion no ko ne mami no papa ne brother ne mami no na ne mami the next thing is say what is the age, illness or disability condition.
Okay.
Mami ne or say mami ne 66 Anna, yes. Now, initially it was diabetes and pressure.
Diabetes and, okay.
pressure ni ku ni fee mo no afi de awodi ne ko ba bia se be adwene sheda enti susu papa biom na omo yete ya dementia.
Ti mame apart from your brother wa hey other mma no mo an
Obi ni ne ho omo nyina
baba ko pe ne baba ko pe anyway
debi omiensa no mienu no nso ewo akwantu omo nso try they say no omo hwe akwanja omo bia betime di omo maame etri efie no omo abehwe no.
Okay. Nti ni owa ha no so person no na odi ade no animu a ese so prove say omo aka no cannot do it.
Okay.
Because mienu wo ho a matumi aya then why should you be the one to bring the mother here?
Onye ni panyin sese.
Yes, but mra no enka per se because we penny a asudie da wo so. Na mra no can say then nature say obi a ni ho apart from wo. Just I will just say obi wo ho there then you have to prove say omo situation no there's no way I will make you me there aboa manaye ye. And then we go back to Ghana. Ebusuafo no omo aka no obi betumi aboa manaye ye ana so obi betumi aboa manaye ye then why should wo abrochiri no and I say asudie no ebeda wo so say wo behwe. What about say we sika beko ama ya de ahwe no? Is it also not possible? Nti say no say possible there.
Me ba to say that na bere ku ka no. Ebusuafo no emwa no nheda nye papa. Dim omo demand this left right center but my many health no deteriorate here I major concern.
And then and so you can see say in someone with the application to ma on baby sa and someone make a decision no e bi na me bi say.
Okay.
Omo nhwe say ebusuafo no are responsible or not responsible. Someone here responsible there say na dey to them no omo asem. But say when we prove say bia ebusuafo no obi ani ho apart from bia wo a opesa we ye ade no. So say na tie there and the wasam we the more. So bi wo ho there then omo wo no should be able to do it. E baby say adan na won fasika nko na omo ya arrangement na omo nhwe wo maame e wo hospital and then someone compare house help and say maid and say we be kra na omo mboa. E be in terms of care home we can say care home ni Ghana. But what about domestic and private individual support? What have you done about it? So maybe say we na say was say ube prove say why ye ni nyina no anye ejuma na the situation no west are na eye. Nya wo na obeka say eye west. Na mom doctor no a ohwe no no na ube prove say eye west. Nti akodum pempenso a say wo no e da say wo be kọ ana say wo kokọ akofa na ba. Question is baby say say adenti na wo ne mom wo nkọ na wo kwatena ne nchen. Of course bia wo betumi prove say bibi wo ho a wo ye no wa hanti a wontumi anye den enko sa nti ono be momu a ebeboa mo oba arechichire
ono zikita nkwala miensa wa akra ne nana no mo hu o mo krada enti ni panenso ntimi enko that is how complicated the code is.
Yeah, enti you can see say adult dependent relative nkomo aye die no as I say nyoma wo de begu akwan mu no eye den emu epie na mo gitum say you share me left and right the only solution I what they say but ya de mami baba na wetumi enya nyoma in place to help ukuna wo be prove say why yes arrangement no santi oba na ontumi ye no obetumi aye nti say wo per further conversation as advice on this side I can say be after program here chi no so we UK and say be a wo bia no obetumi afre na yetie mu yie na ya hwe baby a yede nkomo no ebefa to deal with this particular situation ya wo no way why
okay
let's go back
all right anyaba ida CP nyame enshow thank you for joining us on the program. Offer on Subitimi Afre 07399208468. 07399208468. 468. Odesheba, let's see, good evening, Anako Kume, the day that I say, so, and you were,
468.
Nana Obimpon, okay. But your volume no MIN. We want to speak to you on the phone. Why? The volume no MIN. Speak to us on the phone. Good evening, Lawyer Charles. Anybra could something coming from Docas Adom Sansuso and your Regina or Hini Jira. Can okay, yeah, we'll come back to you. But hold on, maybe and I mean, really, can a dad join his children with EU and in their teens to get settlement in the UK?
Well, said the channel say Nkwalano Emma or Efada no outside, and that's how manone. Now Nkwalai could EU settlement, I suppose. So then there's parent, bet me age na so, but obviously, we have to know the context of or see teen. We have to know the context of Sa and Kwalai. So this will be a specific conversation that must be had one-to-one with Sa in Power so per se or explore the options.
Okay. 0739920848 or text on Ebeba 07950422780. Okay. Many are welcome. So Medasa Swedina. So hello, good evening.
Evening, Director. Lawyer Mojuma Muye boy Saturday.
Yeah, that's CP. What share a page number, my dear?
My shepa Thursday and Fridays getting in.
What share? Oh, Yamin Shaw be brave. Okay. But in my NT where?
The fact you, where the question to have been a Mibusama Ninya Babako.
Okay.
Now, or worry Eunice. Now, Omo or Babi, the first one, the Omo, no, Bemano, Elbow, pre-settle. And the Akrano Penny, but to me, I have booked. But second one, year. Now, Bemano, I qualify for pre-settle, no. But you walk around in the week time and will apply for settle and a D 4 days, that kind. And to me, Busa say, second one, no, to me qualify for British passport, and I say, or no, so just say you're registered under the EU settlement scheme.
Yo, also,
yeah.
You all right? Enti, obisa said, ye okuta settled status, obey me, I register the beya na. When ya settled status, no, obey to me, I so nebano no dia, obey to me, I application for nebano to be registered. And because yet passport assem at this stage, but say abakolano you better register to become British citizen. And now because or no kuta when ya since I settled member of NSS, okuta settled status no. Say nkwalano the kind no so mukuta say pre-settled so mukuta dem obetumi aye nkwalano registration no based on no baby a wetumi ebedu. Enti say
okay.
Or person explore the options so a kind that why bet me afraid.
Oh, okay. Me pacho after programming number pay no me afraid.
Brakweku bobo so ama I was Brakweku baba.
Okay. Yeah, BWF number no 0208 493 7340.
7340.
And also with me after 077
077
127
127
61
61
884. Now, even crowd call a year comment section, page, so at the description of program, lawyers need numbers, to be up on the screen as well. Why? Yes, yeah, that's CP. I mean, insure 07399208468 07399208468. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Fine, man, brother.
Yes, boss.
Mamencha,
Lawyer Joseph.
Yeah, me just so.
but I'm not maybe settled.
Oba is settled.
I remember settled. Now, miss me
Once so you settled.
Yeah, maybe miss me so better about.
Ofi Belgium ne buy about Oma is settled ewa ha.
Yes, okay, yeah, we almost trade. We almost trade now. Ben Fransem, and Plano,
Ola nye clear kra tobo pa ne kasa yen kono slowly.
Is it clear?
Aha, o se Oma me ensa omo ye settled.
Aha, me na me papa no na me medical veteran that me
Na enkwala no settled na omo enya no omo enya through why
if you me ho
if you wo ho.
aha
And omo ye settled na wo nya settled.
no there be me
Also ye settled. Okay.
yeah
Okay. Aha.
Much of mama no enya ono so ye be but ono enya document no for start time first no am family room start time na omo free now enti omo bisa document wo enya bi enti ono gira akola ba ko so so onye ka ba ko so
Mame ne ebe wo pre-settled to say.
There be only because say no oh yeah no oh yeah ko na say na omo ebusa pe
But you're sign free. Sorry about that. Sign free. We'll line. And yes, your phone program now quickly. Sign free. Not lawyer Antonio. Until wasam na senior I see at here. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, boss.
Good evening, boss.
Good evening, for your lawyer, for your poem.
E pacho yami adom, pacho wonso e.
For your name, Adamo. Me pacho, when you must hear one episode of this. Say, when you be our no more worry.
It's as you know. Yanya worry.
Oh, pacho, you worry.
Na ka se woni obi ya ware na akofa senior nkrofo na etiase no
Mati. Me pacho that 3 years now say unya retention of right. You know, take how many years and in the pacho.
Until who exercise will treat you right. What worry? Now exercise will treat you right 10 years in here. A bit take saying and son when you're indefinite. Is that and they work on?
I say after me wali usually it take 3 years, you know. And almost say 3 years, you know, make me retention of right. Now the 3 years, you know, you have retention of right now. Now person me konya indefinite. Say a bit take it and time to me akonya indefinite.
Okay, lawyer.
Your retention of rights, the difference the woman is say nipa no a onenete no na yere na onenete no bibi nti aware no engina.
Okay.
And now we retaining the right no as a husband of sa nipa no. And no man automatic jump say odo bebenya indefinite and that's odo bebenya citizenship right away.
Nti root na was
root no was faso kwesi sene na yere no onenete a in the right no a when no means say still are no more or less no run who ni say on na yero na eden e wo ho because we retaining right now no under na yero but it doesn't change the fact say wo worry and that it will take you depending on time wo worry and na bia unkuta asetena wo krom ha na through our no mu na wo benya wa asetena then you have to count from time wo worry 10 years. Then in between that, you know, start 10 years, before 10 years, no, when you indefinite, it doesn't mean after 1 year, no, naturalization. You have to count your time to the 10 years. As if say you are under the 10-year rule.
Okay.
Because that wouldn't be, but through aware to the EU no na yɛde asetena no ɛma and so you count it up to when you're 10 years then you apply for naturalization provided when you are indefinite no dada in the course of 10-year wait na wo
okay boss bacha clear
me pacho me question dey say you got 3 years no me person me indefinite and sana indefinite no on na me problem say e be decide what to apply for indefinite.
All right. Enti sanka wo ne we yire na ti a ntina make say the fact say we call retention no doesn't take away the fact say we start with we yire. So when we yire na ewo ho a ye de ma wo no because now we try 5 years we chrome ha nti e be ma ye ma pre settled. Yes na tie. Inti which are 5 years there, you can switch from pre-settled to settled because you have been resident for 5 years now. Pacha what you here? Inti question me maybe sound say, you pre-settled no. When you're 5 years, you see na.
Me pacha there be 3 years na me corner say it our 3 years.
Well, forget about our side of things, because obviously our own engineer. And you consider retention of right, Because I feel I would retention of right, when you're saying it here. When you're here, or doing with our own engineer, no when you're retention, what do I do after? So I make us say, when you're retention, or treat you say, while warren no sanka or Juania Ubiano, sa na warren in you, ya do to retention, or brabono ebe to us Sarah. And say, since I'm a warrior, up to time one, retention, and after the retention, you just have to count your 5 years. Then after that, you switch.
Oh, okay. Yo, Matty. But
Okay. Also. Bye. You have a call for us, so, but okay. I'm sorry, Regina. You answer question way. In fact, the next one, or say. Sorry, please, the parents are not married, and through the stepdad, the mom and his kids came to the UK. So the real dad is not married to the man. Now will be this was a previous question. Say, can a dad join his children with EU and are in their teens to get settlement in the UK? And what the continuation by say the parents are not married, and through the stepdad, the mom and kids came to the UK, so the real dad is not married to the mom.
So the real dad is not a dad per se, son or patron, but because the man through their stepfather and we be which may take advantage and time now no your application. Me just said they might have made a statement said, or more stepfather no we take charge of things. Be or papa no cry no, baby or. They might have said certain things.
Okay.
And this papa no best anymore. He may have a hurdle to cross. I think I will be established say what they said is not maybe what it is. Then you come out, you show up in the scene. Then you have to show say whatever responsibilities are over towards Nkwalano. After you have taken it up, no longer under, it's no longer weight. So a step further no, we take it up where you know. Because remember, we your application, we step children more often you confirm say original father no cry no oni ho. And so play the role.
Okay.
And I feel kwala ye benya na yes so munya. And the original father na yes you play the role no. I feel also me play the role, so I want to come under my children.
Discrepancy.
So you have to prove say things are now. And na me can say Nkwala no ha under their stepdad because stepdad na wa worry maame no na anasa maame no wa worry stepdad na papa no age nkwala no atena mu enti new papa no be show up na de also proving asem ni yie
07399208468 07399208468. Hello.
Yes, Bravo Goku.
Yes.
Sorry, me now make kasa now. But this is the clear.
Yeah, it's very clear. Yeah.
Aha. Me can say me answer me ansana me so Belgium name. If I say me you aba ana me ma omo na Belgium for but including now omo they are not true omo papa. Now maame no apply na ka maame for say including back ko e sponsor. Once no omo ko oye e sponsor. But omo say according to me maame no e sponsor. But because according to now, papa so. Nam says now one ka say nka one maame no relationship one emi aba no relationship papa no nam so da bi one new relationship ya bet one so kware or ba friend any ade but as them me mentia say. So
the case might require face-to-face conversation because there might be maybe on no maybe on your aware.
So who be on behalf of somebody maybe?
I mean
okay, so a bit timia ma unfair lawyer and also unfair office na omo and no kasa. There may be certain things that be when you're aware and further probing might bring those things out to help find a solution. Fred lawyers no why? Yeah, what are you Fred? Meaning the award what are you Fred? Fred office number then they beat lawyers no be how mono bidding come. Why? Why?
Yo, Matthew.
Okay, me that's it. I mean sure. 07399208468. Lawyer, any kede ba ko aba na any essay me call say na yenhwe any wo ade no so I can quickly do that. Or say I want to find out if there's a way to get my mother from Ghana to the UK. I'm the only child of my mother and my mother is fully dependent on me financially as she had an accident a few years ago and had a head injury, which means she's now not able to work or fully support herself. I had arranged a number of people as person assistants to help, but mom is always complaining that the persons are not always available to tend to her, especially when it comes to taking medication. Situation in the UK is I'm on a 2.5 leave to remain with a British partner at the moment. Any advice on what I can do now to try and get my mom to the UK and what will also be what will also be the outcome with a person with similar issues with indefinite?
You're good. The reason why I make say good, no, Jack far away, no scenario way for two screen so. But this will be our test. Test case or the context for this discussion. So this is a case my me or your adult dependent relative. Ne baba kope, ne banowa amanone, na my me wo ifie. And now we arranging farmer ne mame.
Lawyer, just before you go, we have a friend who is a Kenyan. We have other friends and relatives who are Nigerians listening. The case on the screen is what lawyer is just trying to capture so he gives an answer to it. You wouldn't miss anything, especially when I've read a question. So don't worry about, we try to communicate as much as possible so that either side, everybody will understand.
Right, so in this case, I'm going to blend the language for the benefit of the wider listeners and viewers. So this is a test case for the topic under consideration. Adult dependent relative. Our mother in this scenario is suffering from medical condition, so that's illness. It might not be a disability per se, but there's illness. Our mother is old enough, so age also falls in there. We are told that due to injury, she's not able to carry out personal tasks to the extent that she cannot even support herself. It might be that she's not able to even think properly. It might be that she forgets things easily. It might be that she's not even able to know when to take medication, when to eat. So caring for herself is an issue. Does our mother require support to carry out daily tasks? eating, drinking, dressing, potentially yes. But somebody has to prove so it is the case. And in the other country, in the case, says, so with the umami evidence ever say, since when your accident, up to and then all the medical record that issue treatment now, what our doctors saying you need it. And the doctor should be able to say, support. Maybe round the clock support. Sanka eya bochira kebi never call care home and I said there will be carers around. But it's just a Ghana into being here or be our better in chain. Then you have to prove say why your arrangement eman crofwa or better in chain when you be. But they be a mobile or monthna no more. Then actually say why your arrangement receipt ben or emails ben or communication ben and now when you say uncle for year actually say ampa you give them the service. They started performing the service and there was misunderstanding and so it didn't go well. Then what did the doctors say as a result of these lapses in the care or the support at Mami Enya? All these things would be come. Then we look at the fact that then wangasa want to mean corner unkobwa be a wejuma inti and I said due to conditions associated with your stay no inti want to me and jeopardize with stay conditions to want to me then okay. Then HSA won't mean fasika enko na yefa emboa. There's no care home regulated in Ghana and therefore ebeboa senka ubenya ubi obetumi aya. However, ubia ubenya ni bia no untumi enye nia osesa oye no. So sa na tie dia and then ebe can say me e fall under adult dependent relative threshold. Okay. You have to prove say you have something in place in the UK ma me ba ubenya support wa Unyan Ghana ewa hase. You have to prove say mami ba ubetumi ahye in terms of feeding, accommodation and maintenance. So financial threshold. We ye juma unye sika enough ubetumi de aboa wo mami ne hwemu because you do not have or wo mami enya access to public funds for about 5 years. So anti as I say we prove say ubetumi ahye wo mami for the first 5 years now all back room hano. Now, I want to say, nip obi okuta indefinite leave to remain. Mami no a all ban, say adult dependent relative na all ban obenya indefinite leave to remain. And nip obi okuta British citizenship no, ma nipa kro no benya indefinite leave to remain. Now obi okuta limited leave to remain no, nipa no benya limited leave to remain. Just like nipa no, unti say nipa no any ni nipa no wo 2.5 year, then the mami ebama no 2.5. Nti ono kwaye ni indefinite leave wa o ma me so at the same time no obetumi aye ne die. So you can see say we have unpacked all the things that oben here no from this scenario no. Okay. And enyoma oben here or the best support an application. Nia a woman say it is your case to prove say your mom is an adult dependent relative, your mom requires round the clock support, your mom is not able to perform daily tasks to the extent of meeting, the feeding, dressing, washing tasks. Your mom is not able to do what she has to do for herself and she needs somebody. You have to prove, say, with money and all the things you have done, no, still are no support no and ewo Ghana. So you still have to prove, say, oba supporter why arrange wahano obenya nia obetumi ama no survive from nia onyan wo Ghana no. So and all this evidence will come from independent sources, especially medical doctors, nurses and nkrofo no share I mean. Okay. And it's even better so we involve other agencies, social welfare any other organizations say or say when you're injury be a mental health akwa baby, so there could be mental health assessment, then holistic into boom say we can triangulate the evidence. Doctor no shano can say, social for can say, mental for can say, you can't now boom it point to the fact say mami so be a new won't mean survive it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, NK, for this one. You can text us 07950422780 or call 07399208468. Okay, we back and we're still on the community and the law and I was so a good way. Your lines no so now the Komono Abro. Lawyer Charles Asma is here and is ready to answer all your questions. But later on, we'll do our quiz segment where we will be asking you a question about the HMO, a nugget that we had earlier on. Into your lines no so 07399208. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, boss. At saying.
Yami Adam no so.
Yami Adam Boko. Mbacho my yenti we.
Mbacho person bisa lawyers. Mrs. to be or indefinite leave to remain. Now the card expired about 2 months ago, and renewing. But instead of 10 years now with the man, I think 2.5 years.
Okay.
And besides, what does it mean? And with that, no to me, I apply for the British passport.
Right.
Yo, that's it. It means a buying arrangement said by 2024 no, all the cards now you cry will be migrated onto an online platform. Santi car or mobile issue cards no, they will stop it. And say Juma na wokopa employer no all they will do is make online platforms no check say if you have the right to work. Landlord wa obey the same thing. Tina ne ye can share code yen de per se but for now no for Juma e for no share so be share code. The big point be after 2024 no there will be nothing like card. Bibia no will be online. With photo when they will right to work no will be online. Nti nipa no wo hia wo visa no or call online or be generate share code to do whatever they want to do. And as a one be generate share code now they are many panel or call or be who say one would that swim. Into so I don't start with all EU applications.
Okay.
To all EU applications, say no more the side there no. Into yenu and I want to say is no be obey application be no card no baba no. Na deadline I was on year 2024. It doesn't matter, say indefinite. Say
so nobody needs to panic.
Nobody needs to panic at all. Policy, government, are starting working towards. Now, Obisa say, how will that affect the naturalization? We name your mao application, your mao grant no the letter account mao. And he said the letter account mao. Now when him say the mao sa time way, ube kuremu 1 year. Now they are indefinite why your naturalization and I say depend on the circumstance no we be a certain time one you know. So when I be calculate brain so ya no now they are kotum say me krama die 1 year after indefinite na the mama no because me qualify I was a hono and I say matina adie mu 10 years since I me worry me you ni until depend on specific circumstance no why we be who say afi dey we braso so we be naturalization. So when now when you sure now we pay lawyer now we breaking it down now we support you now why your application no come. And no need to panic. Why?
All right then.
Okay. All right, boss. Yeah, that's the Nyame in show. For us to be to me, after 0739920848. I mean, far a year texty and brought screen. So I say good evening, Brother Lawyer Charles. Can a British citizen marry a woman in Ghana with 2 children, ages 10 and 13, from a different father, and fail to bring the children with their mother?
Right. Nti ne woman say nipa we ya wa ware ne yire no. Kwafa ne yire. However, ne yire no ntimi nja ne stepchildren, papa ne stepchildren no number. Nti obetumi afale. However, as I say, o prove say okofa obi emma na aba together with ono ne yire. So na tell that then I just say ne yire no ekura sole responsibility over some kwala mienu because papa no different. Mama no has to prove sole responsibility. Right. Mama no will also have to prove what we call compelling and exceptional family circumstance case, serious and compelling family circumstance case, as I say, o prove says some kwala am ne na mba ombewu quote unquote ewo Ghana ho enti e hono na ebe man kwala ne de no aye very very difficult but my many de aye na aye straightforward Can he file with to bring the children together with their mother? Yes. Is it straightforward for the children? No. What does she have to prove? Senior Mabo Bosono. So when you're sure how to go about it, see a lawyer so that the lawyer can relate the application with the law and make sure, say, we have met the criteria.
Okay. All right. A very important topic, Thomas Ojo. Thank you very much. Lyrical Black. You are not late. Be an hour mountain, but you're not late. I don't know when you joined, but you are not late. Don't worry. You were another one. Or say Muhammad El and Mean. A friend was that if you have a 2.5, it's possible to bring your wife from where? I'm not too sure. Well, from overseas.
Okay, right. See, I'm saying, no, opportunity say, on no kuta 2.5. Over to me, akofa na yere aba ana. I think the last conversation we had some time ago, I can say, we kuta 2.5. Na wumba ewa outside. Over to me, I akofa wumba no ayede aba. Now, we know we kuta 2.5. No, ideally, no, who can't no. As I say, utumi beka wonsa.
Yeah.
Nti ubetumi aye sa application no ba na ewo mu no say na wo wo no ene ye de ba ma nipa kro no. Nti sa na but the question is won su no akuta 2.5 kwan ben so na ukonya benya 2.5 no.
Yeah, na ujina
bia ujina wo yire so na ukonya adan ukofa wo yire foforo aba. Nti we have to start it from there.
Okay.
Maybe I know why. Obetumi ama obi there. It depends on.
No.
Otherwise, it should be. Let's explore your case further. So obetumi afra na yehu ne ewom. Why?
Okay. Another one here. I'll say, Mohammed Krona. Good afternoon to you, lawyer. Please, a friend wanted to ask if you have a 2.5 years and through your British child. Okay, I think that's what you're trying to say. So, quite soon for age 9, and you are no more with your partner. Is it possible to marry and bring someone from Ghana?
Right. So, okay. So this person has 2.5, and from Neokano, they are not with the partner. So, 2.5 through the child. So that's direct access.
Okay.
Depending on 2.5 on the basis of direct access with Nebano. However, they are first not only akwala ne the akwala mama na omoti. They are no longer living as a family. And now maminity baby with akwala no be say bi onu betumi aware foforo na sa nimpa no aba. But you see first, son partner no ono ministers of worry and major and said they were living as cohabitees. Yeah, then I think it's the same as I was explaining okuta 2.5 and I'm kind of fast and so crano as I no onwie.
Okay.
The journey no is not over yet.
Right.
Compared to Obia or Waha as let's say student. On what then ho? Obetumi add spouse and the children aba. Obi Waha as skilled worker migrant. On what then ho? Obetumi akofa ne immediate family dependent in Israel aba. But nipa we Waha and na true ne partner and the child no be obenya we. Now for whatever reason the fact so many one we see the moment ma mini ni ho no ujina akwala so to progress. You don't want to make your case so complicated. So yamia enka make sure say the next move no affect nyame ye no too much.
Okay.
And you need to exercise some patience and get through it properly. However, if it's a case say you want to do it in Swa, ubetwe ehu lawyer, I wouldn't advise you say do this yourself so that the person will take time to advise you and look at the various options.
Okay. Another one here says, thumbs up team BWF, great topic. How I wish my mom knew all this before her death. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's not an easy thing, I know. Sorry about that. The next one is say, how do I bring my 13-year-old son to the UK as I'm solely responsible for him? His dad is not involved in his life at all.
You make an application under paragraph 297, and you have to show, say, you are in the UK with settled status indefinite leave to remain, settled status or British citizenship, or even 2.5. The senior Wokano, you are solely responsible. And it's not a matter of words. You have to prove it. Say you are solely responsible.
Documentary evidence.
Exactly. And also, even though the dad is not there, who has been responsible for the care of 13 Akwalai up to this age of 13? Why can't they continue? You have to prove the second part of that, which is the serious and compelling family circumstances that makes the exclusion of the child from the UK undesirable. So there are 2 tests to prove, and those are high threshold tests, but it's surmountable. And you know, I say, Obehu lawyer, now why share senior situation is no, a beer na evidence no crown, but want to put it together properly. The lawyer will guide you to put all the relevant evidence together until you are ready to put in the application.
Okay, time, calling MP. We for the last call, then we take a quick break and come back with the quiz segment. 07399208468. Hello.
Hello.
Kafra so wejina so ache why me da se so wenya me ho abetre. Okay. Hey, well line no nya clear crowd. Hello.
Hello.
Well line no nya too clear. Okay, you have a sir, ain't you?
All right. Well, you worry EU then some kind of and also but because of 1 or 2 people, I think we'll try 1 month to put 2 months in your mind. That's
okay, no EU SS application, your man visa, but about a month BBS in 20 me my hardly.
Ideally, no, you're the man who says Oba.
Immediately.
As a Oba. Me name near a holding the back. And I don't know, say, was a son agent so, but I would say, whatever it is, take steps to come in, because you see, you have to be here to do the pre-settled status application. If you cry, the more within 3 months, there's a Oba.
Okay.
Well, because 6 months near the amount. Me name time I didn't know how long what's not so up to this point. Until the American say yare and be na holding the back there. Then obey to me abba. Now I be regularize it. Now I now all you know as to solve a problem no. Now I be back.
So if for instance, Masamide so question also. If for instance here the visa nama nipakro. But we are now our impending exam be when a name in about a month. And no, would that be a good excuse because he would need to really write the exams before traveling?
It depends on time or cultural exams, and the time or war for the visa to expire.
I mean, for 1 month.
And so 1 month the name na finish that man the person will still have 5 months left. Okay. And give and take. But the question is, what would the exam outcome do for signing power? Because so China exam now really is not going to add anything. Now we start school no for then so to speak, because there are SHS exams na all kwaya. Winya way na wo ba. Yanga sa ukuta SHS into uko university. You have to still go through the process, maybe start from level 2 because SHS is equivalent to it's not equivalent to A levels and it's not equivalent to GCSE. So it's between GCSE and A level. So you don't belong anywhere. So most of them mobile they have to start level 2 because they can't go to school because be on 16, 17. They can't go to school. At the same time, they can't go to college right away. So they have to do their school GCSE again by doing level 2. Unless they are exceptionally good, then they will do initial assessment or diagnostic assessment. No more passing English and maths. Yeah, they want to level 3, which is A level equivalent. But the brain or mobile, BTEC, and or mobile anyway because of transition. In the same hard
onja o ma
but me aba na wa beto ko oba beto aso anyway owie kura oba start process no
okay all right
but owie mumu a se kwan da ho na obetumi awie dia owie
okay boss macho o question ya answer me nso da CP thank you so very much and na me and the calls no yemfa call be bio for now na yen take a quick break mama kai will say BWF Solicitors eye adwumaku a woboa yen ema yete emra ene ho nkomo ase wo legal issue bi a tumika nafa ekokoma BWF Solicitors ewo 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so Seven Sisters North London postcode na N15 4NP N15 4NP. Ofa trainer, Ubefa Victoria line we see was 76. Use exit number 2, and it will bring you straight to the Anna House. Go to the 4th floor. They are there Monday to Friday from 9:30 in the morning till 6 p.m. Call them on 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340, or you can go on to call the mobile number 077-127-61884. 077-127-61884. Abusia, ye ko na fi yakoye quiz no na fi ye djumadi no aba na wiye ekra ewo BW Communications TV so and radio so and afi ye wo BWF Solicitors platforms ahodo ni nyina so on Facebook, YouTube, and of course on LinkedIn. Okay, we are back and going to the very last segment of the program. I know baby yade yam quiz no ade brewo na me wo quiz no on the screen as we speak now. Mame moswe na hweniye we are now ode will answer no at a platform no so, or you can text it to me 07950422780 07950422780. We're live on BW TV, we're live on BW Radio, both on Facebook and YouTube. Akuya has a 5-bedroom. Aku has a 5-bedroom house which he rents to 5 different tenants. What is the time? Oh wait, question media. Can we still call the studio line, please? Mabna, Cecilia, they mean fuck calls bill because me quiz. Why? You can just text your answer. So look on the screen and let's go. What is the type of tenancy Aku has created, and what legal responsibilities must she meet? A. Lodgers or license agreement. She must provide gas certificate every year. B. Fixed term agreement. She must provide energy performance certificate every 3 years. And C. House in multiple occupation. She must obtain a license from the council. And see, which answers Mika question Aku has a 5-bedroom house which she rents to 5 different tenants. Now, type of tenancy being Aku create and what legal responsibilities must she meet? I will say, or what lodgers or license agreement, or provide a gas certificate every year, or a fixed term agreement, or provide the energy performance certificate every 3 years. And also say, or house in multiple occupation, she must obtain a license from the council. Okay, I think I've got a first answer here. Redeemer Leaves, we'll say a C. The next one, Mabna, agree. Are they still picking studio calls? Mabna, there B. I'm not picking calls anymore. Facha me why? Say a quiz and I'm expecting text messages and the answers. Any case, C A C. The next one, William Sakwadie, William SC. So Anna Yawa Rebecca Asante Becky SC. Why you and Waha? Let's see what it is that we have. Keep them coming through with the battle. WhatsApp and say WhatsApp number 079504222780, or you can put it on the platform comment section. Now ya pick or to screen so my Rajwa say C. Who else is coming up with anything? Emmanuel Sechi. Ima Esida C. Okay, thank you very much, Emmanuel. So and who else is here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now keep them coming through. We go about a minute more to look at this. Any about if she was living in the house with them, then the answer is A. Any? Okay, well, you are thinking outside the box, but the question says Aku has a 5-bedroom house, which she rents to 5 different tenants. So it doesn't say they are living together. But revise and come again. Berima Brima, and so Brima, SCAAC, Abna Ativo, SCAA, Abna Ativo, SCAA. Okay, we'll ask the lawyer if it's the right answer. Well, we've got a minute. Who else is coming? We've got a minute. Let's see. Text number 0795042278, or put it on the comments platform, Facebook, any YouTube, any LinkedIn, and all the other social media platforms. Okay, now my minute is over, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in court lawyer now fee on Chichumu and far and man. Lawyer, Bacho Wadarama.
Yo, I'm that's very to any kind. Share nimpa omuti fie no amu different tenants. That means they don't relate.
Okay.
So na etie dia and omu 3 or more, at least 5. We have seen 5. So na etie dia they fall under house in multiple occupation.
Okay.
In the side, in the landlord, you were creating a friend of house in multiple occupation because there are multiple tenants. And they don't relate in any way. Okay. She must, however, obtain a license. And because of that, she has to obtain a license to be able to carry out that arrangement with those people. Okay. And this is a legal obligation on Aku, because under the House in Multiple Occupation Order 2018, prescribed corruption of England, Obakacho said, who creates multiple house in multiple occupation, you need permission from the council.
Okay.
In the council, maybe I want also call council or not permission. And yes, sir, council has power under the provisions of the law, section 72(1) of the Housing Act, to either prosecute her or fine her.
Okay.
And it's very important, so by your side, and also supported by case law. And the case law in question is a case of Palmview Estate versus Tarok Council, 2022 case. Abakacho said, so be or create house in multiple occupation arrangement, so we need permission, and I say license, no kwaya. Council has the power to serve notice. So you should have done that 1 year yet to maybe put it right. But the council also has power to prosecute the person or fine the person. Nti aku ewo asudie bebre because na we create a house in multiple occupation.
Nti yen answer no ebe de.
Nti answer no C.
C. Okay, so those who came up with C, senior lawyer Acheche Mono, the answer is C. Under the Licensing of Houses in Multiple Occupation Prescribed Description, England, Order 2018, the landlord of HMO require license from the local authority unless there is reasonable excuse. If they don't, the council can serve them notice under Section 72(1) of the Housing Act 2004 and may prosecute or fine the landlord. And lawyer Kai case na okoti lawyer.
So you can see, so say, somebody may be exempted from obtaining the license, but that person must have reasonable excuse. Reasonable excuse, you have to really prove it, say, oh dear, you deserve to be exempted. And yes, sir, then there is no point. So reasonable excuse potential could be, say, they are not really separate per se. Ebia, me and family members. Your friends, they are not different tenants. Or it be the nature of the arrangement, will not qualify for the person to be given to have a license to do that. But if your excuse is accepted by the council there, then you'll be exempted. Otherwise, you must.
Abusia ena jumedi no yedi ebesi but answer na yebepeja yemono mame emma lawyer just a minute na onfa ensamane up and especially for dear viewers, cherished viewers who may not have the ability to understand our language. We tried as much as possible to communicate where we mixed up the languages, especially with English, but still we cherish you. Lawyer.
Thank you very much, viewers and listeners. Today we have learned about how to bring adult dependent relative to the UK from abroad. We have understood that the test for this is very high, and therefore you need a lot to be able to prove your case that that family member ought to be in the UK to receive the support required. And for this reason, you have to show that because of age, illness or disability, that family member who is an adult, that's 18 and above, cannot perform daily tasks independently, and therefore without the support, they cannot survive. The question is the support not available where they are? If the support is available, why can it not continue? So you have to prove that. How do you prove that the person has ailment and they cannot perform the tasks? It is not what you say that matters, but what the independent medical doctor or health practitioner says that the law requires. You also have to prove that with the practical arrangement and financial support that you have made available, the support is still not adequate for your family member, and therefore they need to be with you where you are in the UK to obtain that. All this needs to be backed by evidence. In addition to that, you have to show that you have arrangement in place where you are in the UK so that the support which is not available where they are in the country they are living in will be available in the UK when they come in. Also, you have to prove that you cannot be there to take care of them where they are. And there's nobody else apart from yourself in the life of this family member. And therefore, it is not possible to find anyone. You have to back all this up with evidence. It is also important that you show that there's accommodation which is adequate under the Housing Act 2005 provision in terms of overcrowding, 1985, beg your pardon. And also you have to prove that there is finance in place or available to be able to meet the maintenance requirement so that the person will not be dependent on public fund. And you have to be able to show this for a period of 5 years, more or less every year. You should be able to show that they are able to maintain themselves and receive the care that they are seeking in the UK without recourse to public fund. We agree that this is a very high threshold application, and therefore not many people get granted. However, it is also possible that with care, attention to detail, and following the rules, you'll be able to put all the case together and tick all the boxes and have your family member granted the visa as adult dependent relative. If you are a British citizen, the person will be granted indefinite leave to remain. If you have indefinite leave to remain, the person will be granted indefinite leave to remain. However, if you have limited leave to remain, the person will be granted in the limited leave to remain, just as you have. These are the nitty-gritties with this type of application. Today, I'm confident that at least we've understood that it is possible to bring such family members here in the UK, provided we are able to meet the eligibility requirement and suitability requirement. Thank you.
Well, and yade ebesi na afi yade asida ama lawyer Charles Asma say ofi BWF Solicitors ebe wo yen odijumedi no abreye. Mekai will say we're still celebrating senior partner and the founder of this very wonderful organization, BW Communications, 30 years of unbroken service to the community. Uncle Ben, Yame in show, and we'll continue to celebrate you till the end of the year. Why are dear Yame and Koso and Tunkoma, Modin Bebre, Sebeya, Ubetimi, Akoso, Edlidi and Yinasa through the journey as we progress. Asada Enko Emma Lawyer Charles Asma Similika Kanas Danko Emma Sheila Ankra and Pat Mododu for, and of course my studio manager Professor Ade for producing the show, and to all the lawyers and the family of BWF Solicitors for the resources and of course the content development. Yade Emma Jimedie Ebrewa. We're live on BW TV, we're live on BW Radio, we're live on BWF Solicitors Facebook, live on BWF Solicitors YouTube and LinkedIn. If I'm Reku Frimpon, and Mediwu Esi, Yame Aduma, you will sign Asia same time next week. Be good.
Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, ah. Say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, yeah. To say thank you. Say, Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I